I'm Tash, the girls director here at La Jolla Impact, as well as the coach of our girls 2009 blue team. Today I'm going to take you on a quick session to work on some turns and some moves, but let's get started first with the warm-up. All right, I know we're all excited to get started with our session, but let's make sure that we warm up our bodies first. We're just going to take you through a quick warm-up. You're going to want to do each of these exercises for about 15 seconds. I'm going to demonstrate a couple of them right now, and then you guys can run through them before we start our session. The first one that we're going to start with is high knees, bringing your knees up towards your chest. So do these for about 15 seconds. Feel your heart rate start to get up. The next exercise we're going to go through are butt kickers. So bringing your heels up towards your butt, continuing to warm up and activate all the different muscles in our body. Run through this one for another 15 seconds or so. So the next one that we're going to want to do is side shuffle. So you're going to want to get set, shuffle side to side, stay low. Do this for about 15 seconds. And the last exercise that we're going to run through is karaoke. So drive that knee up, cross behind, go through this exercise for the next 15 seconds, and then we should be all warmed up and ready to get started. Okay, so now that we're all warmed up, we're going to go ahead and set up our technical space. You can see that I set up a grid here. It's about 2 yards or about 2 big steps in between each cone. So this is all the space that you're going to need to get our training in today. So you can set up outside, you can set up inside, wherever you have the space in the soccer ball, we can run through our session. So to start, we're just going to start off with some right-footed dribbling in our square. You're going to want to dribble all over the square using every single part of your foot, the bottom, the top, getting as many touches as you can on the ball for 1 minute with your right foot only. Ready, go. Okay, now we're going to switch over to that same drill with our left foot. I know it might not be our best foot for all of us, but we want to make sure we use both feet when warming up. Get as many touches as you can using the left foot in your square. Ready, go. So when you're dribbling in a game and you come to a defender, you can do one of 2 things. So you can either do a move or a turn because you can't run through a defender. Good players find a way to either do a turn and get the ball somewhere else or do a move and beat their defender, and we're going to go over 2 of each today. Just a reminder, when you're dribbling and you want to do a turn, we use a turn to go the opposite direction from the way we were facing when we were dribbling. So a turn allows us to go from facing forward to facing the opposite direction. A move is something that we use to beat our defender and keep going the same direction we were facing the whole time. So a turn, you're going to go the opposite direction. A move, you keep going that same direction, you just got to get around that defender. So today we're going to start with our turns. Today the turns we're going to be going over are the Cruyff and the Pullback. Starting with the Cruyff, I'm going to make sure that I have my planting foot right next to the ball, and I'm going to use the inside of my foot to pull the ball back between my legs to turn the opposite direction. So that planting foot's next to the ball, I use the inside of my foot to pull, and I can turn and go the opposite direction. So to go over it just one more time, I start with the ball here, I am able to plant, I use the inside of my other foot to pull the ball between my legs, I turn, and I get to the back of my square, just like that. Now we're going to go through a quick exercise starting from the back of your square, dribble to the top, use a Cruyff turn to explode to the back of your square. Starting again, to the top, and turn. Keeping the ball close, we want to make sure our head's up. We start, dribble, quick turn. So you guys are going to run through that exercise for 1 minute. Ready, go. Okay, so we've worked on one of our 2 turns so far. The second turn that we're going to work on is called the pullback. So for this turn, you're still going to have that planting foot right next to the ball, but now you're going to use the bottom of your other foot to pull the ball across your body and turn and go the opposite direction. So to go over it one more time, we plant that foot. We use our opposite foot to drag the ball across our body. I can see the ball the whole entire time. I don't want to do this. Now I can't see the ball. So for all of our pullbacks, we make sure we use the bottom of our foot and pull it across our body. We can see it the whole time. We get to the back of our square and we're ready to go. So for 1 minute, I want you to make sure you're dribbling to the top of your square, do a pullback, explode to the back, reset. We always make sure we start on our toes, dribble to the top, turn. We're using our right and left foot. We have our head up the whole entire time. After we turn, make sure that we have a quick acceleration to the back of our grid. So keeping our head up, all set, get 1 minute on the clock. I want to see how many pullback turns you guys can get. Your minute starts now. Ready, go. Okay, so we just finished our work on our 2 turns. Now we're going to work on 2 moves. So just a reminder, we use moves to beat our defender and keep going forward the same direction we were facing. So the two moves that we're going to go over today are the step left, push right, and the step right, push left. And then we're going to end today's session working on our scissors. Okay, so we're just going to get started with the step left, push right. I want us to get comfortable, so get set in your grid, start on your toes, and then you're just going to want to really step left, drop that foot, drop that shoulder, and then push with the outside of your right foot towards the outside of your cones. So we start on our toes, and I want us to just step left, push right. Now we can start from the back of our square. Add in a little bit of a dribble, start on our toes, we explode into the space, step left, push right, bring the ball back. Make sure we're keeping that ball close and under control so the defenders can't take it. And again, we just dribble, step left, push right, bring the ball back. You guys are going to go for a minute in your square. Ready, go. Okay, so that same move, but instead of step left, push right, now I want you to step right, push left. So it's the same move that we were doing before, but now I want you to step with that right foot, drop that right shoulder, and push with the outside of your left foot to the outside of your cones to beat that defender. Let's just get comfortable. We're going to start on our toes, step right, and push left. Bring the ball back, start on our toes again, and then we ready, step right, push left. So now that we're a little bit more comfortable, let's focus on the speed and quality of our move, making sure we're over-exaggerating our movement and getting our head up. Okay, so now for 1 minute, dribbling in your square. I want us to start at the back. We're going to get our head up, dribble, step right, push left, get to one of those corners. You have 1 minute on the clock. Ready, go. Okay, so now moving on to our last move, our most fun move, the scissors. You can either do a single scissors or double scissors. We're going to start simple and we're just going to break down the single scissors. So you still have that plant foot next to the ball, and using the opposite foot, you're going to take that foot and bring it inside and out. Then using the outside of your plant foot, you're going to push that ball wide and get around your defender. So let's get comfortable, start on our toes, and we just take our foot inside, out. Back on our toes, inside, out. So now we've done a couple times with our right. Let's try our left. Same thing, inside, out, using our left foot, inside and out. Once we get a little bit more comfortable, let's work on getting on our toes and quick scissors, inside, out, back and reset, inside, out. Now let's work on double scissors. We're going to use both feet and go inside out with one and then inside out with the other. So starting on our toes, we go inside out, inside out. So just in our square, we can do another double scissors, and let's just get comfortable on our toes. We can do one at a time. We can work on doing two at a time, just getting comfortable, getting a couple extra touches on the ball. And our last exercise, dribbling and doing our scissors in our square for the last minute. So keeping that ball close, keeping our head up. We're going to dribble, scissors, use the outside of our other foot to get to a cone, bring the ball back. You guys have 1 minute on the clock. Ready, go.
All right. I hope you guys learned something new today and had some fun and got outside and worked on some skills with me. I'm really excited about this YouTube channel, so make sure that you guys subscribe so you guys can get all the other sessions that are going to be coming from our other coaches here at La Jolla Impact. I know that we would all like to be on Allen Field, but this is a really great way for us to continue to work on our individual development during this time. So stay tuned, click subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon.